Hi there, I'm Brenna Smith, and today we're going to discuss why you need to do resistance training. In a different video, and you probably can pull this up on Facebook, facebook.com/Coach Brenna Smith, we discussed the different forms of resistance training. And I'm going to tell you today why you need to resistance train. Your muscle mass accounts for 40% of your body weight. So a pound is a pound is a pound. A pound of fat does weigh the same as a pound of muscle. However, a pound of muscle is going to take up much less space than a pound of fat. So for example, your best friend can be the same height as you and the same weight, yet you wear completely different sizes. And the reason that is because one of you may have more muscle mass than the other and be in a little bit better shape. So one of the reasons you want to resistance train is not just to look better, so that was the example there, but to also stay healthier. The more you build lean muscle mass, there's different schools of thought on how much more calorie burn you have, but it actually burns more calories throughout the day. Definitely burns more calories during and after a workout. And it also keeps you healthier. The more lean muscle mass that you have, the more reserve your body has to dip into if you get injured. For example, if you have a burn, your body is going to pull from your muscle mass to help heal itself. And sarcopenia is another type of disease actually that you can have where you have wasted your muscle mass, and that is linked to obesity. So the more muscle mass you have, the better regulated your insulin is, the better regulated your glucose levels are because of that. So the more muscle mass you have, the better you are all the way around. You burn better, you function better, and you heal better. One of the questions people ask me is, how do I start to resistance train? You want to make sure you have a weight that's comfortable for you, but it also provides enough resistance to where you can maintain proper form. This is a weight ball, and I've shown you earlier in a different video the free weights. This is a 5-pound free weight, and this is a 5-pound weight ball. You want to get something that's going to be challenging to your muscles. So for example, this is slightly challenging. If you can maintain proper form when you're doing a bicep curl, and you're not swinging all over the place, then this is a good size weight for you. What you want to do is you want to fatigue your muscles between 10 and 12 reps. And fatigue means about the time you start wobbling a little bit while you're lifting, your muscles are getting pretty tired. So if you can fatigue between 10 and 12 slow continuous reps, then you will have chosen the right kind of weight. And one thing I like to do when I'm resistance training is to do those 10 reps, rest for a second, and then break down 3 extra obnoxiously slow reps. And that breaks down the muscle fibers just a little bit further. Be sure that when you are weight training that you do it frequently. You want to do it at least 2 to 3 maximum times per week. And the reason I say 3 maximum is you need to have at least 24 to 48 hours between working the same muscle group. For example, if you work your biceps and triceps one day, you want to be sure that the next time you work out or you do resistance training a couple of days later, you work a different area, such as your back and shoulder muscles. You want to make sure that you don't overwork those because that can lead to injury in the long run, which is, of course, going to sabotage the efforts that you've put into it so far. So make sure resistance training is part of your workout. You want to do that 2 to 3 times a week and incorporate cardio in that as well. For answers to your questions and for further tips, please join me on Facebook, facebook.com/Coach Brenna Smith. Thanks so much.